morning and hello YouTube, I guess. Super stoked, I finally pushed myself to start vlogging. So this is gonna be my first vlog and I'm gonna take you with me to my friend and business partner Christoph. We're going to talk about some projects. Christoph is an artist and he's producing a lot of artworks right now. We're working together on some projects. My part of this whole thing is the marketing side. So I'm producing videos, photos, setting up online shops, making the content for his social media, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I need a hoodie because it's cold, so hoodie is on, coffee is ready as well. See you at Christoph, I'd say. So now we're at Christoph's workshop. It's called W02. It's his second workshop. His first workshop is around 5 minutes from here. And that's where, as you can already see, all the artworks and stuff lie around. Christoph, what do you have to say about this absolutely insane artwork of SpongeBob and his best friend Patrick?
Nothing. Well, basically it's a signature wall piece done on aluminum. Parts of the artwork are just tinted, like you can see in the eyes, you can see those dot holes in the sponge, you can see the background that is actually deep water of Bikini Bottom, you can see down there as well. And this is all the interference effect of the aluminum. The rest is opaque, painted, just varnished in a automotive custom paint manner. Yeah, it's a mixed media wall piece on aluminum. I think it's the biggest one I did so far. It's 3 by 1.2 meters or something like this.
How long does it take for creating something like that?
Absolutely, it's mixed media, airbrushing, pinstriping, vernishing, painting, masking, name it. I think from beginning to the end it took me about at least 150 hours of work.
150 hours of work. But it turned out as a masterpiece in my opinion. I'm so in love. I can imagine hanging that on a high ceiling in my dream house, all white house. That thing would look absolutely insane.
Absolutely.
Also those Louis Vuitton pants.
I tell you again the story of the Louis Vuitton pants. Actually, I do not like it too much that so many artists nowadays use those big brands like Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton in their artworks to actually increase the value of the artwork and to increase the appearance of the artwork. I'm actually not too much into that. At this time I really made an exception because it was a perfect fit to paint SpongeBob with Louis Vuitton SQUAREPANTS, right? Because it builds some kind of bridge between those playful, childish motifs to adult, modern, capitalist SpongeBob, right?
I also saw something pretty colorful over here. I mean, I know what it is, but it's covered up. Maybe you want to show and talk about it a little bit?
Absolutely. You know the results already?
1 and Mind of the Mouse 2.
Mind of the Mouse 1, Mind of the Mouse number 2.
What comes up in your mind when you look at those two works?
Oh well, this is not too easy to explain actually. Many people ask me questions like this and it's very hard to explain. Because maybe I can explain it, but in a way that, don't get me wrong, you would not understand.
Maybe I would understand. But
maybe you would, but I do not think, this is happening and this means this. No, I do think mainly in pictures. And I think this is something that separates me from normal people or most of the people, that I do not think in words or sentences or stories, I do think in pictures. And this for me is it's a very dynamic artwork. Your mind tells the story, and this is what I like the most about it. You don't have to state exactly what it is about. What does that mean? Why is there a sherry on it? Why is there a lady with a tear in her eye?
It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. This is the first thing, and the second thing is the artwork is finished in the head of the viewer, right? Of the observer. So it's your job actually as an observer and as an art lover
to give it a meaning.
Yeah, to give it your own meaning, right? It can have thousands of meaning, And on purpose, I do always leave that open. I do not explain, you know, because when I would explain, it would always be my version of reality. You can build your own reality based on what you see. And this is what I find most interesting. The aesthetic aspect is very important. You have to like what you see, absolutely, right? But there is always a huge story behind, actually many different stories behind the artworks. So when you know the artworks better and you take the time to observe every detail, you will find out that it is absolutely not only about the aesthetic way. Sometimes it's a social experiment on how people react to the things that are on the artworks. And
it's very interesting to see. Not too many people have the opportunity to walk in here and see that stuff, but it's very interesting to see the first reaction of pieces like that. For you even, it must be more interesting than for me.
As I said, people that are very, very, very self-reflected and very interested in arts in general, you know, they will take a closer look. They will think, okay, what actually does he want to say with this word or with this phrase? Exactly, you have to be very open-minded and soak the things up. When you're a person that is very narrow-minded, you just see colors, right? You just see colors and some splats, and
of course,
why should I buy it for 100 grand, right? While people that are really into art and really follow all the paths of how it's done and how it's built up and why it looks like they are willing to spend this kind of money, right?
Come on. Made it back home. I don't know how you feel, but I'm in shock every time when I see what Christoph is creating and putting out there. Like right now, I'd say working at least 10 art pieces, and he's coming up with new ideas nearly every day, and the following day he's boom already creating it. So yeah, it never gets boring with him. Always a lot to do, but it's always super fun. Yeah, you can definitely be excited for the future projects. I think I just stepped into a poop. Must be one of the most beautiful places on this planet, if you ask me, and I'm able to live here. Well, I kinda live here. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit right now. I'm reading Principles of Success by Ray Dalio right now. Great book, I really suggest to read it. Then I'm gonna go work out, maybe jump into the pool. And yeah, if I'm not gonna talk to the camera anymore, thanks for watching, thanks for staying until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one.